Previously on American Truck Simulator. I'm still going for it. I'm still going to see if I can squeeze past. Oh no. I don't think I can get past that though. I'm quite a wide load. I might scrape the police car when I go past here. I'm a bad boy. Sorry, peoples. Oh, God. Come on. Yes, we made it past. Uh-oh. This could be a mistake. I don't know if I can get wide enough to go around this. Oh, no. I'm off-road. Peoples, I'm off-road. I'm off-road. Right next to the police car. That could be the picture for the episode, though. I'm off-road. Hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. So, this week I'm going to try to do what I suggested I was going to do. I think we're in, let me just check. I think we are where I think we are. I think we're not far away from Roswell. That's exactly where we are. So what I want to do is my original my original garage is here somewhere, wherever it is. There it is, my garage. There's my garage. That's my garage there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to borrow some money from the bank. I'm going to extend my garage. This is all very dangerous, this, but I'm going to extend my garage. I'm going to buy a new truck and I'm going to hire a new driver. And I believe that in Roswell, where is it in Roswell? Where are you? There is definitely I'm sure there's a recruitment agency in Roswell. This is where I can't find one. Yes, there it is. So there's the recruitment agency. So I need to go there because I can't do it online. When you first start the game, you can't do that. And we're gonna push it to the limits here because we've already got £100,000 borrowed. So we're gonna borrow some more money from the bank. So let's borrow a little bit more money from the bank. This is such a crazy thing to do. I'm gonna borrow. So I need to extend the garage. That's 100,000. All right, I got 100,000 for that one. Try to work it out. It's 110, I think, to extend the garage. I need a new truck. That's another. Oh God, what is this? I'm trying to work it out whether or not it's worth doing this one or this one. I might have to get the calculator out for this one. Hang on. Where's the calculator? Got the calculator. Right. Okay. Is it worth doing the 400,000 or was it worth doing the other thing? So. There's 110 for the. So if I do 300s, that would be 84 times 3 equals 5,442. It would be better to loan the 400,000, maybe repay what I still owe on the other one, which might work. And extend things. So what we'll do is we'll borrow this. This is really bad. It's really worrying. I've got to make 5,000 a day, but let's just do it. Interest rate is 12%. Repayment period is 70 days. Confirm. Yeah. Okay, so it's a lot longer time period for that, realistically. So I now have 431,000 in the bank. So I might repay that one. I see it's also 18% as well, so there's a bigger interest rate. So we might repay that one. So at the moment we're currently paying. We have to nearly make 7,000, but I think we can repay one and still be here. So what I want to do now? Oh, this is ridiculous. Garage manager. I need to choose on Roswell, and we need to upgrade this one. Oh no, it's a lot more than I thought it was. It's 180,000. So this is getting close. This is terrifying. So it's now extended. So we're going to get the little visual now of the garage being 3 times the size. Oh, why can't I have a truck that's cheaper than the one that I've got? Why can't they be cheaper? I'm drinking my coffee now. Hang on. That's a hell of a load. It's a long load. So it's because on a spinny disc rather than an SD, I think. I can't remember which one I've got it installed because my machine came with a spinny disc, so sometimes I put games on it that I'm not worried about. I think it's on the SD though. I'm quite surprised if it isn't. Oh, here we go. It's nighttime as well. So truck headquarters has now got a little bit of an extension. We've got a bit on the edge there. A few offices. This is going to be interesting in the scale of things. This may have been the biggest mistake ever. It really might, but we'll give it a try. Okay, now what do we need to do? That's daily profit. That's okay. That's daily profit is me. Let's have a little look and see whether or not. Let's have a look at the oh god, this is terrifying me. Let's go look at truck dealers. There's is that the Mac one up there? That's the Mac dealer. I do want to get another one. Oh, I can buy online. Quite surprisingly, I can. So I'm going to customize the configuration on this one quickly. If anything, the only thing I'm going to do with this is I'm probably going to, because I don't think it's got anything extra in here. Don't think there's anything in the. No, there isn't anything extra. So this is another day cab. It's a beautiful truck. The only thing I think I might do is I might just change it to that lacquer red, which is just absolutely gorgeous. I really like that lacquer red. So it's just slightly more expensive than the one we've got, but to be fair, it kind of matches my fleet, if that makes sense, while I've got the money. So I think I'm going to confirm that. And I'm going to purchase that. And I'm going to put it in my New Mexico one. I didn't know you could do that online. I always thought you had to do 5 trucks or more before you could do that. I may be very wrong about that. We'll deliver to your newly... Right, okay, so it's there and insurance has been paid. Brilliant. So I've got 133,000 left. Okay, so as because I've got 133,000 left, I think the next move is a simple one. We need to take this. We need to take this one of these away. One of these loans. So we need to repay this one. I want to repay that one, and this should be enough money. 36,000 should be enough for me to hire somebody. So this should be a number the two of us should be able to cover. Oh, this is so mad. Let's just try this. Let's zoom down here. Let me put in the time there. 58 miles. I don't know what time of night it is, but it's definitely night time. So let's jump in the truck and drive there. I don't think I can recruit. Where's the recruitment? Can I recruit in the middle of the night? No, I can't. I've got to drive there. Recruitment discovery agencies more widely available drivers to hire. Oh, can I hire a driver? Oh, I can do it online. Wow. Right, okay, this saves us a lot of time because we really want to be on with jobs. Which of these drivers is better? I hate to say it, but there's probably this fella here. Well, I don't know why I hate to say it because there's not really much in it. He gets paid slightly more per hour and slightly more for deliveries, but he has got long distance driving. He has got high sort of value cargoes, and he has got flammables, so he can drive slightly more than this chap who can literally only drive long distance slightly. So we want to select him, and we want to hire that driver. I always thought you had to do something else. Doesn't matter though. I don't really care. Okay, let's select him. Oh, now the slightly better driver arrives. Christine R. Oh, they're all from the previous bits and pieces, but that tells you what they can do from there with a little. They're all from previous games. So Christine R was one of my top drivers in the previous one that I had. Okay, so he is now hired, which means that if we look at driver management, he'll probably be resting. I think his status will be resting. That's cool. I want to change his driving, what the thing he does to long distance. I want him to be a long distance driver because that's where the money is for us. Long distance driving. Wow. Okay. He's driven 13 miles in the new Mac Anthem Day cab. I do like these ones. And there's my rating, 1.7. I make $9,000 a day. Let's hope this gentleman can make it. What's he called? Jerry P. Jari P. Maybe it's Jari P. It's DJ name. Jari P. Right. him do his job. We've got 35,000 in the bank. That gives us a few days of leeway here. We've got to make at least 5,700 a day between the two of us to service the debt for the next 70 days. Scary. Okay. Let's have a look at the job market and see if we can find something that's close by. Let's find the freight market. Where are we at? We're kind of halfway between the two. I don't know which one's closer, Clovis or Roswell. It's probably Roswell, to be honest with you. Let's see if we can find ourselves a decent job. Now, I really want to go up to Montana, and the reason why I want to go up to Montana is apparently there's a really scary road that you can't actually access by default. They showed it. SCS Software showed it on Facebook and I think Twitter and a number of other places, including Steam, and they showed this scary side road that you can take, and I really want to kind of go up that way. Do you know what? I'd forgotten that the Grand Canyon was in Arizona. Amazing. That's amazing. Hatman was saying that, of course, that the Convoy movie was filmed in here, and it was Christopher Christopherson, wasn't it? It was the... and I don't know how I can say that. I think I've heard his name so many times. What other movies did he do? He did a few other movies. Anyway, let's have a little look. I want slightly... What's this one? That one works for me. That one works for me because I've not been there before. Plus, it's frozen food. Plus, it's a double trailer. I quite fancy that. There's another one there. It takes me somewhere I've not been before, but we're going to go with that one. Plows. That would have been cool. Slightly more expensive, though. Slightly more expensive. But I want to go with this one because then hopefully we'll get another one there. What's this? Tucumcari? Tumcumcari? I don't know. Somebody will put... Tucumcari. Tucumcari? I don't know. We'll go with that one, though. We'll go with GPS on there. I've got 3 hours to get there. It's not far away. We'll grab that one. That sounds like a perfect job for me and my new buddies. Here we go. Let's see this thing started. Lovely. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Get my cab away. I was pushing the button. Somebody was saying in the comments the other day about my my truck that this is a very much Volvo and Mack sort of share the design of their trucks, which is where the buttons kind of come in here with the sort of drive and neutral and reverse, and obviously there's a manual there because you can change what you want to do. I would love that. I know you get it normally on things that are blue and the red, but I kind of like that. But anyway, the truck's overtaking me. That's interesting. All right, 59 minutes to get to where we're going to first. Oh, it's the dual carriageway. I hadn't even realised that. Is it called dual carriageway? It's a highway, isn't it? Two lanes. It's a highway. We call them dual carriageways because they're two carriages. I don't know if they're still called the dual carriageway or dual whatever else is. 2 lanes. I don't know. I don't know enough Americanisms. It's funny. It's really. I mean, we in the UK we're kind of brought up on a lot of. We have a lot of similarities with our American cousins in the sense of the history that we have with the country itself and sort of we get a lot of the television and the language we speak rather than necessarily what we get from the continent, and in the sense of Europe and sort of France and Germany and all the other bits and pieces. We probably have more in common with the United States than we do with them. But at the same time, they're obviously our closest trading partners. But it's just interesting. We kind of grew up on it. I grew up on nothing but sort of American sitcoms and obviously some British stuff as well. So it's kind of a good combination, realistically. I was thinking about American sitcoms the other day. Who was talking about it? We were talking in the comments, weren't we? It was somebody was talking to me about it in comments. I can't remember who it was, but it was Cheers, which of course was filmed in Boston, because I thought it was somewhere else, but it was Boston. Apparently it's still there, but I'm at the pub, certainly. I don't see why it would go anywhere, to be honest with you. It's good that it was a real place, though. That was kind of cool. To know it was a real place is actually kind of cool. Got my burger and my cactus. All wobbling around on the screen. Not in the other cab. He gets no lunch, no tea for Jerry. We're gonna call him Jerry. That's his name. His new name's Jerry. So it probably isn't his real name, but he's called Jerry now. Oops. Some bad driving there. So 12 miles now. Down there in the bottom right hand corner you've got our GPS, and our GPS is telling us our speed, which is 52 miles per hour, and automatic A, the gears. We've got the truck itself, which is the amount of damage that it takes on there. Then we've got the fuel, which goes down so quickly in these things. They're monsters for drinking fuel. Followed by the bed, which slowly goes blue, then finally goes red, and then I cry a lot because it's gone that colour. Then we've got come to a halt. Then we've got the envelope, which is only really used, and you can see it very well in these videos if you've been watching from the beginning for the American Truck Simulator. Only really works really well in these ones because we basically have done all the beginning things like getting a loan and borrowing some money and all the other bits and pieces that go with it. So that's really the only time it gets used. After that, it's really sadly underused, and it really should have missions or some other things that are kind of unique that they put in when they make alterations to the game, but it doesn't have anything like that. Then we've got the time, which is 3:02 a.m, and then below that, very most excitingly, is our waypoint, which is a little red flag. We're followed with the time that we're going to get in. Saturday, 3:38 says 3:17 a.m. 6 miles of the distance and 15 minutes of game time. So that gives us our sort of where we're going to in here as we trundle through Roswell and make our way out the other side. I think we did a articulated truck previously, didn't we, with a trailer, sort of one with a drag. Is that kind of standard across all the states, I wonder? You know, whether or not we have sort of a standardised sort of approach to... I'm just going to have a look at the truck on the outside now. Well, it's night time. Bit of night action, there we go. I wonder if that's standardised, whether every state allows that articulation of trucks, whether you're allowed to pull what I would call a drag. Or certainly in this country it's a drag anyway, so in the UK. Oh, look, I've got turning up ahead. I'm going to go past it. There we go, lights have changed. And we're away. I'm just taking away through the skyline of Roswell. It's not exactly a skyline in Roswell. It's quite low, actually. Very low, in fact. Very nice lights, though. I like the lights. They're very fancy. Quite complete waste of light, though, because it looks like it would go upwards because of the way that they kind of sit on the top of there. It's a very strange thing to say, but I've been to the darkest place in the United Kingdom, and the lights don't have sort of lids on them, if that makes lids that face the light downwards and really maximise the light so that the sky is really dark as well. Clever. Police cruiser in front of me. A little police cruiser in front of me. I behaved myself in front of the police cruiser. I've just moved over lanes, but I probably didn't need to, to be honest. There we go. Well, I'm quite pleased to get another truck on the road. I'm hoping that our new guy, and you've got to check the GPS, by the way, his little details flash by where next to that, the F5, the F6, the F7, his details of what he's doing will flash by there as he starts to take jobs. They're always a bit slow initially to take them. It's usually after the first day. It's almost like they come up to work for me and have a sleep in the garage. I don't know why, but they're always a bit slow to work. But what we're working to now, though, is we need to work to a second truck. That's what we need to work to. But I want to work to that without having to borrow more money, because otherwise that loan's going to be pretty excessive. But we'll see how I feel. I mean, if we're only 50k short or something similar, we might go with that approach to sort of get another truck or something similar. I mean, we're not far away from another truck. You need about 70k to be there. But at this moment in time, I really my focus is to get us. To get the company going and started. It's a good way to start the company, actually. If you've watched these big videos from the beginning, a lot of this stuff is what I learned from playing Euro Truck Simulator 2, especially with the lovely people who watch the channel, and they taught me so much about what I should or shouldn't do within it. I'm really bad, though. I'll get a game and I'll love that game. So, for instance, I love a game called Long Dark, and I'm sure I've mentioned it previously. But I love this game. I really do. I'm a massive fan of it. I really like it. But the problem is I haven't explored all the options within it. I've played 500 hours across all the games I've got easily, and I still haven't explored all the options with it. Isn't that weird? I haven't explored most of the sort of... That's the one we want. Take that job. That's the one. I've explored I haven't explored enough of the options through it. It's just really weird that I love it so much, but yet don't really do it. I think I need to go. I think I need to go that way. So I'm gonna go that way. Kind of looks like there's a road going round, so I think I've got to go this way. Looks like a road. No, I don't think I've got to go this way. Do I? Don't know. He's going to let me. I think he's going to let me through. I think I'm going to drive up to this gentleman. Evening. How are you doing? How's it going? All right. Anyway, he's going to let me drive up to it. I watched a video the other day where a chap took a real life tank into a KFC. It was fully licensed as well. And he took his tank into the KFC to get it. The thing is, it wasn't that big. You think it's a humorous joke, but it's actually not that funny, really, because your tank can turn on a dime, and he's going, oh, it's very difficult to see where you're going. Well, the thing is, though, you can turn on a dime as a truck. I mean, quite literally, and that's an Americanism there. Turn on a 10p coin, maybe, if you want to do it. So you can really turn really sharply. So he's kind of making a meal of turning, but when you're in a tank, apparently they're very easy to drive. You pull one lever to go one way, or one track to go one way, forward or back, and the same on the other side. And you just pull them all together, and it basically pivots on the spot and then goes through. I think the hardest part about it was when the person was trying to give him his KFC. He sits on this side of the truck rather than that side of this side of the tank rather than that side of the tank. And the stuff in this country is built for going on that side because he was driving an American tank. Fully licensed though, but anyway, let's do the thing. So let's do the rundown. So right in the middle of there, we've got the fifth wheel. That's a horseshoe-shaped thing there, and then we have to hit that to the bottom of this thing, which has a thing called a pin, which you can sort of see in the light. It's there. It's a little thing that dangles down. You've got to hit the two things together, and once we've linked those two things together, that truck is ours. We can do that. Now I've got the advanced coupling on because I rather enjoyed that. It was something I learned from a Euro Truck Simulator. I don't know, suggested to me by a long-time friend of the channel and Mark Middleton. He suggested that I go that approach with it, and to be honest, he was right, because it's really entertaining to add that little bit of. You see, I've got so much control over this. You can see so far with this truck as well over the back, and it's got a blooming window here, which is really good when you're looking backwards. So there's some real advantages to this truck. Right, okay. I'm going to zoom to the outside because I love to see this part where we see I don't know which way is back better. Maybe this way. So press T, we'll see the trailer legs race like that. And then we'll see them spring on. There we go. We're all sprung on. We're sprung. Let us get out of here. So this is I can't remember what this was. What's this? Food. Frozen food. Frozen food. We're going to Walbert. I don't know why I say Walbert. Do you know why I say Walbert? I say Walbert because of a movie with Adam Sandler in called Zohan, and I'm sure he's called Walbert or something like that. I'm quite convinced it is the sort of the major protagonist is going to knock down that sort of location where they are. So from Zohan, they try to knock down the estate and cause problems. Weird movie, but quite fun sometimes. Anyway, come on. Right, round we go. So I'm going to take this wide. I'm going to take advantage of the situation that I've got here. Taking advantage of the situation. Mrs. Demon's here. She's not actually playing, though. You could tell, because if she was playing, the truck would be on its side by now. She's huffing. She doesn't think that the truck would be on its side. We're only going with the previous evidence, you know. We are. Yeah, she says everybody loved it. That's right, they did love it. So we'll do it again sometime, maybe. You can't huff and say that the truck was on its side and not actually drive again. Anyway, let's get back to the driving. So we've got the waypoint down there. Let's do stop. It's actual stop. I can't see through that blooming mirror sometimes. Positioning's. I think maybe it's my seat though. Maybe it's my seat position. But anyway, so stop sign. Come to a stop. Actual halt. Not use it like a give way. Actual stop. And then we'll go. Where was it going? Right, okay, so the waypoint. Bottom right-hand corner, you're looking at the GPS, there's a little red flag with a white pole. We've got to get in at 7 a.m. Watching for lights here. 7 a.m. and it's going to be 187 miles, 3 hours and 23 minutes. I'm hoping that our lovely truck driving friend has done something. Is that a Subaru Impreza? That red one there. That looks like a Subaru Impreza to me. Or something. Is it something else? It looked like a Subaru Impreza to me. I don't know anything about cars. Don't listen to me. I did a video on, there's a game on my channel, have a little look. You just need to read some of the comments, because I get such a lot of abuse on it. It's called Retro Wave. It's a game where you basically race down the road in various sports cars and sort of fairly iconic things from the 80s, including a Lamborghini Countach and a few other things. But there's some cars that I just don't recognise, because they're American cars. Cars that as far as I'm aware, weren't available in the UK. So there's quite a few that I don't recognise. So I make comment that I don't recognise these cars, but I'm making a guess, and I make guesses and they're so wrong. And people are just abusing the living daylights out of me on there. The comments are always abusive. Somebody always abuses me over, oh my god, I'm going to turn it off at 4 minutes because you don't know the cars. Yeah, I said that when I started. I didn't know the cars. I don't know the cars. No idea. Not even sure what that, so I don't know. Not sure how you can abuse me so badly. I mean, I know that's meant to be a Land Rover in front of me, isn't it? So, the Discovery, Land Rover Discovery as well. But yeah, I get such a lot of abuse for it. Look at these traffic lights. Sometimes in this game, the traffic lights are just so harsh. Bobby's Tyre Exchange. He exchanges tyres for, I don't know, just what a funny location for a tyre place. Do they have shops with tyres in the States like that? Don't know. In the UK, you would probably go to either a garage or somewhere that actually sells tyres, and then they just got like piles of tyres. Just as a thought. But anyway, on we go. I'm going to hit the next red light. Just wait for it. It's coming. Is that a gun? There's a gun. There's a gun in the front of there. I think I've passed that gun before. I commented on that gun. I do need to move up to Montana, though. I am going to have to go to some greener places. That's some kind of electric car, I think. There's definitely a thing with electric cars, by the way. I was in somebody's electric car recently, and we did what I would call quite. It's a normal distance for a diesel or a petrol car or one that's on gasoline. But for an electric car, it was quite a long way. It wasn't awful, but it was a distance. So I was in this electric car recently, and we got to the destination, and we had to do a little bit of detouring, and it was up and down mountains and through valleys, and it was raining and wet and all kinds of stuff. There was all kinds of conditions that the electric vehicles don't really like. Now I know cars don't like them, but they've got a diesel engine or a petrol engine, and you can you put fuel in and you expect to get from point A to B normally. So anyway, then we got there and we parked it up, and there was a charging point there. There was a reluctance to charge, but that's okay. I don't mind that. You don't want to charge. But when we got back in, the query was, I don't know whether we'll be able to get here and somewhere else at the same time. And I'm like, well, how much charge you got left? And it was like 45%. I'm like, really? You only use 45% getting here, and you're going to get 45% on the other side. I mean, the distance we're talking about here, by the way, was about 70 miles for the 45%. It's not exactly the 200 they're putting down on the booklets, is it? I don't think it was 45% was completely used, to be honest. I'm lying there. It was a lot less than that. I think it was like 40% was used for 70 miles. But either way, it still isn't exactly the number that's on the piece of paper, realistically. So yeah, I mean, smooth ride, very nice, very comfortable, very quick as well when needed. Very, very nice. I like that. That was the one thing I did like. But I think the sacrifices are coming here. You know, with the choice of electric. I think you're gonna have to start. The people are gonna have to start thinking about this, about what they want to sacrifice for it. I've locked it in at 54 miles per hour. I'm just letting it cruise through the night while I have a sup of coffee. Oh, we've got somebody slowing off for some reason. Don't slow off too badly, please. Oh, that was close. There's me with a lot of weight on the back. Does the 40? I think it's 44, isn't it? 44. 41,591 pounds. It's 41 tons. I don't know how the pounds work. My assumption would be that would be how it works. I've never really worked in pounds. I always find pounds a bit weird. We used to work in stones when I was younger. It was pounds, stones, and ounces for the lower levels. That's what we did. So that was where we were. But I don't know how to calculate pounds into stone, not stones. I do know how to calculate in stones, but I don't know how you calculate tons from pounds. You with me? Yeah, I'm sure you are. You're all with me. You're all with me on the road as we make our way through the desert to some. Oh, hang on. Why is he weaving all over the road? That guy's just weaving all over the road for a minute there. Oh, he is weaving over the road. God's sake. He's just weaving all over the road. What's that going on there? Oh, God. Slow down, 35. Could have got nasty. There's a Portaloo. Very exciting. There's a Portaloo. Man with van. Got a story about construction. Actually, I've got a story about construction. A previous customer of mine. He told me the story, and it was they'd gone out at about 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was dark, very dark indeed. And they were a road construction company like this, and they'd gone out at 4 o'clock in the morning, and they'd taken the van, and this is the owner and the second in charge had taken the van out, and they needed to sort something out because they'd got a call from somebody saying, oh, the cones are off or something similar, so they had to go out and sort it. So that's fine, no problem at all. They went out and sorted it. Anyway, they're both sorting these cones out, and the van that they had starts moving away by itself. Somebody pulled up beside it, jumped out because they'd left the keys in because they wanted the lights on and full beam and whatever else, and left the engine running. Somebody jumped out, grabbed the van, stole it, and drove it off while they were there, and they were left in the middle of the night with no van. So thank goodness for mobile phones. So yeah, somebody nicked the van while they were trying to repair the damage to the road. So or the damage to the cones and things. Yeah. Opportunists. That was the thing. Opportunists. We're gliding through the night. Look at that. Glorious. Oh, we'll hide it down and make it glorious like that. Look at that. Just miles and miles of straight line highway. It must be a heavy load though, because I'm struggling to get over to get 60 miles per hour. It really is. I'm really struggling. That's a new Ford Mustang in front of me. I know that. I know a few things though. Got a few things that I know. Not a lot of things, but a few things. 1 hour and 57 minutes to go. Please pull the vehicle for inspection at the nearest weigh station. Oh, sugar. This is the weigh station here, look. Weigh station bypass service. You discovered a new viewpoint as well. Marvellous. I'm going to come in here then, and we'll do the viewpoint and the weigh station, I think, because I don't. Where does it say bypass service? Can I bypass it, or am I not allowed to? Do I just have to go in here and just take this on the chin? Stop on the scale. I will stop on the scale in a second. The viewpoint's literally in front of me as well. There we go. There we go. Pass inspection, press enter. Thank you for cooperation. 78,347 kilos. Or not kilos, pounds. Wow, that is a big weight. Right, let's do this. The sun is rising behind me, by the way. I can see it. It's beautiful. Here we go. I am going to push the button, and we're going to have a look at this viewpoint while we're here. We might as well. Look at that. The sun is rising. We couldn't have chosen a better time. The city of Vaughan. Wow. You can't make that one up, can you? That was a good timing. Look at that. Just rising over the mountainside. Gallon oil. There's a man just standing in the thing. I think he's investigating the bin. Must have jumped over that wall for some reason, or that little barrier for some reason. Oh, it's a motel. American motel. Some old vehicles again. A slightly unhappy truck in the back there. Posted. Vaughan. So what's Vaughan then? Tell me something in the comments if you know anything about Vaughan. What is Vaughan? What's so special about this particular landmark that we're going past? There's quite a boring texture on that building, on that church, that St Mary's Parish. Somebody doesn't look after the lawn either over there. Right, okay, let's go. Enough viewpoints. Let's go. Where do I have to come? Can I come out this way? Yeah, I can come past the police cruisers. I'm assuming that I could have spent the night there as well. It'll be probably one of those things where I could have spent the night. Look at that. What we're driving towards is beautiful. 1 hour and 52 minutes to go though before we go. Lovely. I do like these trailers though. I think they're kind of cool.
Straight on.
Go straight on. We've got Sky still directing us. Are you going to let me go? Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Look at that. Look at that. I love the views in this one. I mean, I love the views in... I've got to admit, I do love the views in Euro Truck Simulator too, but I love the views in this game. We're going to have a look and see what our person's doing shortly. But I think they just, as I say, I think the first day they just rest. They have a little sleep. So it's all down to me for the first few days, you know, to sort of bring up... Wow. Wow. There are some great views in this game, I have to admit. I'm really enjoying New Mexico. I've spent a lot of time here. I know we've been up into Colorado briefly, but I am enjoying New Mexico. I have to admit, I'm something about the desert. I quite like the desert. I've never been to a desert. It's something I've never been to. So I think maybe that's what it is. I'm just kind of enjoying the desert that's here. Not something I've ever been to. I remember somebody brought, when I was back in school years ago, somebody brought some sand in from the Sahara, and I remember thinking to myself, well, that's sand. But yeah, I've never been to a desert. There's another broken down truck, unfortunately. Look at that. Honestly, one of these is going to be the view for the thing. This is just absolutely phenomenal. Try and guide it straight. Look at that. Look at that. I'm so busy admiring the backgrounds on this one. It's so good. Slow down. 55. As we cruise in. Must be going downhill. Definitely going downhill, because I've not been able to pick up that kind of speed before. I couldn't get up to beyond 57 previously. We'll score off another town here in New Mexico. What's the next state they're doing? Does anybody know? What's the next state they're doing? Because they do it by state, don't they? They do the whole states. I wonder if they're ever going to break out of and do, like, go into Canada. I suppose they've got so much scope to do it. I mean, remember this was the developer of Stellaris, which is a sort of a space age strategy game. Still, well, he's flying. The developer of Stellaris, basically, when people were like, "Oh, aren't you going to make a new one or whatever else?" The guy just was like, "Nope, don't need to. You know, we're. I'm going anyway. Whether you hit me or not, I'm going." No, he's going the other way. Thank goodness. You know, it's just like, I don't need to do another one. Or people developing it, we don't need to do another one. We just need to build on the one we've got. And Stellaris has had loads and loads of DLC. A little bit like this game. I mean, there's no need to keep. You don't need to do anything really with it. I mean, they've remodeled a few areas to make them nicer, but that's fine. It's a labour of. I know it makes money, but it's also a labour of love, isn't it? I mean, and if you've got a working engine on a game and it does what it's meant to do, why would you need to do any more? I know I ask some obvious questions sometimes, but you don't. The answer to the question is you don't need to do any more. You really don't. You don't need to do anything else. I just think that's great when you get to the point where you've created a game that's not I wouldn't say perfect, but perfect enough that you can do that. I think that's a great thing for any developer to be in a position of. I mean, what do the people at Euro Truck Simulator have to do, or people at American Truck Simulator or SCS Software have to do? Not an awful lot. They just keep building on what they've got and keeping us all very, very happy in the meantime. There's no major issues with the way that this works. It plays really well. There's a proper station wagon. I don't know if there's a name for them, but I always think of the station wagon. I think of Chevy Chase when I see those. There's the National Lampoon's Vacation. That's the one. The European one's hilarious, but because don't have many roundabouts in in America. What was it? Oh yes, that's right. The ba boom in the shower in the European Vacation, where Mrs. Chevy Chase is dancing in the shower, slightly nude, and he films it, and then it gets leaked all over France, which is hilarious. Anyway, we're on I-40. We're heading to, well, I can't remember the name of the place, but we're heading there wherever we are. We're breaking through the morning. It's 7:26 a.m. and we are making our way through. Oh God, it's gorgeous. Honestly, it's brilliant. It's such a difference from the European one. Everything is quite, I don't know, sometimes there are empty spaces. Depends where you are in the game. I'll give it that. But here there's some great big wide open spaces, and then there's towns and cities, and then great big wide open spaces. And I quite like that. I suppose the further across they get, the further denser areas are going to be more interesting. So I mean, if you're going to the I guess the New Yorks and Chicago's of the world, I guess are they denser areas? On the scale of things, probably are, aren't they? The eastern side is probably denser than the western side. I'm assuming. I'm making assumptions here, but I'm going to go with my assumption. Right, cactus, burger, aviators, cowboy hat. I think we discussed this last week. I don't know if I can get away with a cowboy hat. But I think it was Bobster in the comments suggested that he can get away with a flat cap and a pork pie hat. And I quite fancy a pork pie hat now. I do. I don't know if I can get away with it, but I quite fancy one. Here we go. 3 miles or 3 exits. Sorry. First Street. Oh, what's that for Dindins? That looks nice. That's tacos, isn't it? Tacos. Jumps. Coming off at this one. We're coming off at this one. Past the massive cell tower. That's there. Loads of cell towers. You're going to get proper good reception in this city. I say city, it could be a town. Oh, look. There's a mic button. Is that for my CB radio? Damn well is. I've just noticed. All this time, I've just noticed that there's the CB radio. There's a button for the mic for it. Oh my God. How long have I been driving this truck for and not realised there's a CB radio? Anyway, let's get back in the truck and go the right way. Have a look. See if I can get out here. Let's push the nose out a bit. And let's have a little look. Let's check us normally coming that way. I still haven't changed the traffic density on this. I really should. We're going to push out now. Yep, you're going to have to wait. Sorry, pal. We're going for it. Now, Bobster also said that I should use hazard lights when parking, even in the United States and in the European Truck Simulator as well. So you should always put the hazard lights on. So if I can remember the button, I think it's F. F for hazard lights, which makes no sense at all. I think it'd be H, wouldn't you? I'm not sure what H does, but anyway. Oh, look. Is that ice cream? We got 4 more to go from the Land of Enchantment. Why is it called? Why is New Mexico called the Land of Enchantment? What's enchanting about it? That's blocked off. Why is that blocked off? Look at that. That estate is like blocked off. Why would you want to block off an estate? Maybe it's not finished. There's a pool there. Why is it called the Land of Enchantment then? Or why? What is the play on words with the Land of Enchantment? I'm not sure. Mexican foods, lovely. Right, green. Could go on a red if it's clear, but we are actually okay here anyway. I've just caught the curb. We were all right there until the idiot here caught the curb a little bit, but anyway, let's come across. And there's my turning there. Lovely. Let's go down here. And then my journey's here. We're going to Walbert. That's where we're at, Walbert. And then we need to find somewhere to sleep after this. Well, we need somewhere. Do we need somewhere to rest? Yeah, probably. Longer game than you think it is. There's some people tidying the garden over there. That's nice to see. Look, they're having a look tidy. There's this with this oh, look at these, some pretty little houses. Weird shaped houses. That's a sort of trailery one, isn't it, really, as well? Are they all kind of that kind of thing? I don't know. Just wondering. Anyway, let's get back in the truck and let's just get to our destination, because I need to make money, otherwise I'm going to be in trouble with the bank. Don't want the bank coming after me. And it's Walbert. Here's Walbert. So we won't get the option here. Now I'm going to go wide, because I've been here before. I've made this mistake before. We did this the other week, didn't we, with a long one? I did the mistake of not going wide and then not taking enough. There, like that. There you go, you see. That's better. Right, let's handle this job. You can't. Where would you? Should I place this? Over there. Right, of course it's over there. Let's do that. Of course it's over there. Let's see where we're at with the position of this thing. I have put it up so wide over the other side of the road. We're all good. So let's pull her in. See, I did that. Played smart there. Played smart. Trying reversing one of these things is a nightmare. Right, I'm going to go right up here. I'm going to go right up near the fence. Just a little bit. There we go. We're coming in nicely. There's loads of people walking around just randomly. Well, that's good. Look at that. That's coming really straight. We're on track here for a beautiful parking job. If I can avoid that thing as well. Am I going to hit it? A little bit, maybe. Oh, close. Are we in? Can't be far off. We're in. Oh, yeah. Beautiful parking. Yeah, there you go. Look at the one across. That's a Volvo. That looks very similar to what we're driving. Sort of. Not at all. Well, I thought it looked similar. Maybe not. Let's press T and let's watch the legs go down. Air hoses off. Sorry? Oh, my wife just went, it's a truck. Yeah, she's right. It was another truck. Yeah, I managed to see another truck on the way around. Right, okay, let's look at the world map. Let's find somewhere to stop and we'll call it a day for this episode. Oh my goodness, there's like 4 billion beds around here from Eddie's place. So it's impossible to choose any particular bed other than one of these. Let's get out of here and let's go to bed. But first I want to have a quick look at the driver, see if he's done anything yet. He is in transit. Where are we going to? He is... What's he doing? Does it tell me what he's doing? He's doing packaged food. He finishes in 5 hours. Right. Where's he going to? Where's... Hollenbrook. That's where he's going to. Finishes Hollenbrook. So he's going from there to Hollenbrook. I don't know where Hollenbrook is. Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a bargain basement Daniel Radcliffe. Is it Daniel Radcliffe or the other one? What's the one that played Harry Potter? Is that Daniel Radcliffe? It was the one in the movie It's All Illuminated. Daniel Radcliffe. Yeah, bargain basement Daniel Radcliffe. That's what he looks like. I'm cool with that though. As long as he gets the job done, we won't be rude about him too much. Right, let's jump back in the cab and let's go. Go. There's so many people in there. They're just all milling about. Let's go around here. There's another circus tent. There's a lot of circus tents in New Mexico I've seen. I don't know why there's a lot of circus tents, but there's a lot. Whizzing around here at full tilt. Flying. Oh, sneezing. Sneezing's not good. Right. Here we go. Okay, we're going round. Whoa! Tight turning. Lovely. And then on we go. There's obviously something to be repaired on the road there. Some destructions for somebody. There's a trucky thing, a bus even. Can't even speak properly anymore. God, I'm taking all the lanes. I'll just have all of them. Thanks very much. It's very keen on that. Thank you, everybody, for letting me have all the lanes. There we go. Stop! Look at him! With his Kenworth. Should we try and race him off the line when it comes to it? Oh no, he's going round the corner. I can't race him. He's turning to the right. Damn! Thought for a minute there I could beat him away there, but he's not. He's going to the right, and so's he. Bow, bow. One of my favourite ones is this one. I like how melodious it is. A lovely melody. I can see myself chilling to this one. And Ford, floor it. We're flooring it. Not going to be able to beat that Discovery. That's an old one as well, that one. Oh, it's a Range Rover, isn't it? It's not Discovery, it's a Range Rover, that one. That's a proper old one. Do we still make Range Rovers? I don't think they do. I was discussing Overfinches the other day, which is the Land Rover. Ugh. Have I gone to the wrong place? Oh, this'll do. This'll do. Truck stop. We're at a truck stop. Oh yes. We can get fuel here as well. I might get some fuel actually in a second. In fact, I'm gonna get some fuel now before I park this beast up. Oh, look at that. What's that? Big mountain. It's like the one from the Close Encounters from the Third Kind. Oh, and now is Richard Dreyfuss performing some kind of weird ritual and building one out of clay. This is where you tell me it is actually the mountain now of Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and that's why they filmed it. Possibly. Big rig. Parking. Exit. Right, I need to park though. Some scales there. I don't need scales. I just need to park. It's a big rig, park it. We'll have one of them. I'm a big rig. I'm a large unit. It's not true. I'm not a large unit at all. Very small unit. There we go. Oh, an average size unit maybe. Oh, there's a police car on the road. Look, just above my truck there. There's a police car pulled somebody over. You can see it there. Look, a bit of action up there. Wonderful. Right. So what I'm going to do is... Oh, I'm so close to... I don't know whether I want to rest or not. I'm probably going to not because I've still got a little bit of... I've still got a bit of... Press F6. I've still got 7 hours until I need rest stop, so we might do another little one, not right now, but in the next episode. So I'm going to leave it here right now, and I'll catch you in the next video. So I've been your host, and like and subscribe and all that rubbish. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.